19th of January 2014, 11:30 a.m. Ahmedabad, India. The cultural group of students from Moscow Center of the university and several other cities of Russia are finishing the last preparations for their cultural tour to the city of Jamnagar, Gujarat.
The main thing is to carefully pack up the baggage with costumes and ornaments. Short breakfast before the departure. And here we are in the bus. Our tour began. The group of students from the Moscow Center has been serving through cultural programs in different cities of India since several years. We visited the cities of Mumbai, Panipat, Gurgaon, Vidyanagar, Mount Abu and Abu Road. Now the turn came to the city of Jamnagar, located in the west of Gujarat. The state of Gujarat welcomed us with a gentle, cool sunshine. On the way, we could see ancient temples and modern buildings, original monuments and constructions, and whole herds of camels. But the real students devote their free time first of all to studying the spiritual knowledge.
The city of Jamnagar is famous for the high educational level of citizens and inhabitants of nearby villages, production of peanuts, oil, copper, buttons, etc. There is a world-famous Ayurvedic medical institute here.
The posters of the forthcoming program were put up everywhere in the city. The students of Brahma Kumaris around the world are one big loving family. Any new meeting is a holiday. The center in Jamnagar was beautifully decorated on the occasion of the coming program. And in general, the state of Gujarat is famous for its special hospitality. We were welcomed with various delicious dishes that we wanted to try all at once. Well, but how could we celebrate the family holiday without gifts? Most of all, in India, they love the national Russian doll, Matryoshka. The program in Jamnagar consisted of two parts: Carnival and conference on the topic New Vision for the New World.
On the 11th of January, for the first time in the state of Gujarat, the surprising large-scale event, Global Peace Carnival, took place. More than 1,000 participants marched along the streets of Jamnagar.
The bright, colorful procession, more than 1 kilometer long, consisted of the decorated chariots with information posters describing the global problems of the world, as well offering the solutions which the Brahma Kumaris institution provides. Fancily dressed participants, holding banners, marched along the streets of the city with songs and dances during 5 hours of the carnival, showing unity of various cultures, nationalities and religions. People were welcoming such an unusual event with pleasure and cheers. The Russian group represented the international participation of the Brahma Kumaris Royal Spiritual University. A good performance requires a long and thorough training. Therefore, the artists were rehearsing in their free time even till late at night. On the 12th of January, the Global Peace Conference New Vision for the New World took place on the main ground in the center of the city. Professionally and with big love, the organizers had prepared a scene with good sound, light. Among the special guests of the program were BK Asha from the ORC, India, BK Suda from Moscow, Russia, BK Kamlesh from Mumbai, BK Sushma from Jamnagar, and a few important people of Jamnagar. About 3,000 people enjoyed the unique concert program that symbolized the long-lasting Indo-Russian friendship. It also showed a combination of the classical Russian and Indian cultures mixed with the aspects of spiritual knowledge.
अपनी पत्नी को इस अद्भुत दृश्य का वर्णन किया। जानती हो
प्यारे प्रभु से मनाते रखो, सदा खुशी रखो।
The audience accepted all the items with a lot of warmth and delight, amicably echoing songs in Hindi. The whole event was broadcast through mass media. About 40 newspapers printed reports of the program. The cultural program was telecast live by the Peace of Mind channel in India, as well by the cable channels of Jamnagar and Gujarat.
The participations of the Russian students got the special attention of media and television. The students gave some interviews also.
As a sign of hospitality, the BK Center in Jamnagar has also organized for the Russian group a very interesting trip to the famous pilgrimage place of Dwarka, where one of the famous Krishna temples in India is located. And also to the town of Okha, a famous spot where Brahma Baba, the corporeal founder of Brahma Kumaris, arrived from Karachi with a group of 300 godly students in 1952. These few days of the tours passed by unnoticed. At last the time came to leave. However, all of us have become such good friends that we just didn't want to part from each other. And then we started singing songs, both Indian and Russian. At the railway station, we were welcomed by a surprise. Our train appeared to be late for 2 hours. Thus, we celebrated the special Russian holiday, the Old New Year, straight on the railway platform.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
On return to the headquarters of the university, one more gift of luck was waiting for us. We were invited to the main television center of the university, Godley Wood.
Several items of our cultural program were shot for display on the Peace of Mind TV channel. It is expected that these beautiful items will soon be telecasted and will be enjoyed by people across all the cultures and religions.
Дальние смотрю, не насмотрюсь, а в речке отражается ромашковая Русь.
Передаю большой привет из Годливуда всей России.
Such were these wonderful and unforgettable moments. A real holiday of harmony, happiness, spiritual love and unity.